Mr. Akbar, in that sense, it really leaves India very suspicious about whether Washington will help out India at all times or only help out when it suits them.
I think we are missing a very, very big point, and sometimes I'm surprised how the obvious, escapes our attention. We imagine as if the terrorists who attacked, let's say Bombay, where President Obama has made it a point of going, we imagine as if we don't know who the terrorists are. We do know who the terrorists are. There's nothing to find out. The Lashkar-e-Taiba is almost a self-confessed. It is seen in Pakistan as a quote-unquote patriotic activity, not as something surreptitious or something very hidden. So we are asking for what? Exactly what has the government of India asked for? It has asked for legal action against the Lashkar-e-Taiba. Have we forgotten all that? Has America used a single day's pressure over an army to which it has given billions of dollars? Actually, we were calculating for our next issue, it's $11 billion declared. Many of these arms have been at a sort of discount. So the actual value of the arms is much more. Number three, when you say that America has given $3.2 billion, I know Shumit gave that we don't know what they are going to buy. We do know what they are going to buy. Even these attack helicopters for mountains, well, the India-Pakistan war also takes place over the same mountains.
Oh, absolutely.
So the fact of the matter is that America has done absolutely nothing to bring to book declared. I would really like to see if Lashkar-e-Taiba had attacked 9/11, right? What would have America's attitude?
They would have attacked Pakistan.
No, what would the attitude have been to Hafiz Syed? What would the attitude have been to everyone? Today a situation takes place in Yemen. And look, the people are picked up immediately. Immediately. If the government of Yemen does not cooperate, there goes the government of Yemen. Right? Sure. What happens when it attacks us? I've raised this. May I take a minute more? I've said this before. I remember during George Bush's time. I said when a terrorist attack takes place against America, American Army Pentagon flies 7,000, 8,000 miles across and smashes up the whole country. When terrorist attack takes place against India, we are told to think about it, be soft, exercise restraint. Why is an American life more important to America than an Indian life?
Professor Ganguly, how will America really try and take care of these very legitimate Indian concerns being voiced by everybody in this panel and most likely during the discussions as well?
No, these are entirely legitimate concerns. I quite agree. But as Mr. Akbar very correctly pointed out at the very beginning of our discussions, that the United States is in a very awkward position. It needs Pakistan for the prosecution of the war in Afghanistan. And as a consequence, it is caught in a cleft stick. On the one hand, I think there is growing recognition of the very real challenges that India faces from the threat of terror that emanates from Pakistan. But on the other hand, the immediate needs of the prosecution of the war in Afghanistan dilutes, I think, some of the American pressure. And this is a very serious problem. That said, let me say that I think after the failed attempt to attack New York City, there were a couple of fairly sharp statements from very high places in the United States that if the trail goes back to Pakistan, the consequences would be quite severe. I'm paraphrasing, but the message was very clear to Pakistan. And I think there is increasing concern about the Lashkar for very much the reasons that Mr. Akbar pointed out, that they're attacking American troops now in Afghanistan.
Okay. So Pakistan is a bone of contention. Weapon supplies to Pakistan is a bone of contention.